What's up, guys? I'm coming back at you with another video, okay? It has been a hot minute since we connected on here. It's very windy outside, so I'm probably just going to talk to you guys from the inside of the truck. Alright guys, I've had quite a few of you comment on my videos, comment on my pictures, my posts on Instagram, and my TikTok, telling me to make new YouTube videos. I know we've taken I think the last video I posted was at Indy Jamboree in September. 3 or 4 months. We wasn't all the way through September whenever I posted the last video, but I don't know. I've just kind of got to a point where I just wanted to enjoy what I've built and just take a step back from everything and sort of just soak it all in, I guess you could say. I'm not the type of YouTuber that's going to sit here and make clickbait videos or go and find something to make a YouTube video about. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to go and do stuff just to make a YouTube video. If I don't have anything that I feel is fascinating or worth videoing, I won't video it. One of the biggest comments that I've gotten on old Tina here, my 6.0 swapped 79 Super Cab, one of the biggest comments and most frequent comments that I've gotten is that I would have done a 7.3. If it was me, if I was building one, I would have put a 7.3 6-speed in it. And you should have left the original dash in it. Alright? I have some things in store. Just hang on. I had a guy message me on my Facebook Messenger app that I tell you guys, if you want quotes, if you want me to build a truck for you, message me on my Wolf Mountain Customs page on Facebook. That is the quickest and easiest way to communicate, because all of my other platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, they all run too much traffic to keep track of any messages. So I really just don't check them. I see comments on my TikTok and stuff whenever I'm frequently scrolling through. They're all running too much traffic to keep track of messages. The best thing to message me on is my Wolf Mountain Customs Facebook page. So he messaged me on there, and we got to talking. It took him a little bit to get some time to make the trip, but he finally showed up with them about a week and a half ago. He showed up with both trucks, 7.3 6-speed 4-wheel drive extended cab long bed truck, and a 79 F350 super cab long bed. He wants to keep the Super Duty dash on the interior, and keep the Super Duty seats and everything. So we're basically just going to be going back through and doing the exact same thing that I just did to Tina. And then also improving things. Because there was a lot of things that I learned on Tina, putting Tina together, that I haven't went back on yet and redone. We're going to be able to basically get a fresh start with this truck over here, putting it on this 7.3 6-speed, and improve a lot of things that they worked out decent and looked good on Tina, but there's always room for improvement on everything. And then one of the other bigger questions that I've gotten asked is what I did for windshield wipers. I don't have them yet. All I have done is religiously coat this windshield in Rain-X, and to be honest, I don't really have a desire to put wipers in it. The Rain-X, I have drove in pouring down rain in Rain-X, and normally whenever you're driving in pouring down rain, like if it's pouring, even if you have windshield wipers, you got to stop. But with Rain-X, that crap just runs straight off. Like there is no puddly water over the windshield at all. Basically puts that wax coating on the windshield, and whenever the rain hits it, it beads up into tiny little BBs and runs straight off. So the windshield stays pretty clear with just Rain-X. If I can get a video of it sometime soon, I'll show you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and get out. We'll do a little walk around update of what Tina's looking like, because I've been daily driving it for 4 months now. This video is probably going to be just a bunch of talking because we have a lot to catch up on. And I have questions on what you guys actually want to see. Like, if you want me to take weekly videos again, I can, but I don't know how much actual building and working is going to be involved in those videos. Sort of like vlogs or whatever. I could do that. I just don't want it to be boring. Like, I don't want you guys, I don't like my click-through rating to be sky high. Like, have a 30-minute video and people only watching 4 or 5 minutes of the video. I want you guys to be entertained. I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching, or be able to go back and see the videos and build your own truck off of what I've shown you. So let's go ahead and get out and walk around Tina. Old Tina girl. We've still yet to get some clear coat for it, but she has done phenomenal. I have beat on this truck, red line, burnout, limiter, burnout, like you name it. I have ran the balls off of this thing for the past 4 months, and it's done amazing. Transmission shifts great. The engine runs on all 8. Not having any issues there. Coolant temperature stays amazing. Stays right where it's supposed to. Just this last week, we got us a gooseneck hitch in it. I had to make a riser for that gooseneck hitch because, as you guys seen in my previous videos, we had to make this bed sit up 2 inches off the frame to be able to line it up with the cab. But we got the gooseneck hitch in there. It tows amazing. I just pulled my dad's Super Duty dually. I had to go haul it here to the shop yesterday, but I'm going to get into this new project that we're fixing to dive off into. Check this out. So, no, I'm just kidding. It's not this one. It's this one. Two-tone, baby blue and white. 79 Super Cab. F350 Ranger. And it is an XLT Lariat. The interior, there is not much to speak for on it. He's got some decent door panels here. We'll put them on there. So the way that we're going to build this, I'll give you guys a quick rough layout of what I cut, where I cut, and how I did it all. So the Super Cab, Tina, she got cut along this sidewall, like where the floor pan meets the sidewall. I cut it directly flush, all the way around that firewall, and down the other side. Tina, the back floorboard, the back Super Cab floorboard, that was rusted out, so we ended up making a whole new panel for that. We're not going to have to do that with this truck. This floor is solid. This truck came from Wyoming, got Wyoming plates on it, right there. So we're not going to have to, I don't know if they just don't get rust up there or what, but I guess there's just not that much humidity or moisture. I don't know. I don't know anything about Wyoming aside from these trucks came from there. So what we're going to do is come back here about to the doorpost right here and cut the floorboard directly across, so from side to side right here, and keep the whole back half of that floor. So we're basically just getting rid of like the front half, front floor pans, firewall, and everything. Getting rid of all of that. And like I said, he's wanting to keep the Super Duty dash and everything in there so he can have all those modern features and everything. So this dash is going to get put up here. I'm keeping it. It's mine. I done claimed it. As far as windshield wipers go, because I know that there's going to be a bunch of you guys asking me about that. But whenever I was fitting the firewall and everything on Tina, whenever I was fitting that cab over the Super Duty firewall, this front, I don't know if you can see it on the front facing camera, but this panel, the defrost panel on the dent side, the 79 Ford, I chopped that out completely because of the way that the Super Duty firewall came up and then the dash mounted to that. I chopped the defrost panel completely out, and then I chopped the wiper cowl out completely because I thought there wasn't going to be any room for any of that. But if you take your time with it and watch what you're doing and take good measurements, you can leave the whole dent side wiper cowl in there. You can leave that wiper cowl in there and then chop the top half of the Super Duty firewall where the dash mounts to, chop that half off and move the dash mounts. If you want to keep the Super Duty dash, you move the dash mounts to the cowl of the 79, and then keep the whole wiper cowl and attach the firewall out in the engine bay. That's what we're going to do with this truck. I'm going to keep the 79 wiper cowl and then just remake dash mounts on the dent side wiper cowl for the Super Duty dash. Now, here's our donor truck. There is not a straight panel on this freaking thing. Like, every single panel has a dent in it, but it is a clean, rust-free truck. This is a, what year exactly is it? It's a 2000. Looky there. You can see it. It's a 2000 model. 7.3 6-speed truck. And this thing only has 134,000 miles on it. Super clean, super low mile donor to start off with. I am so stoked to be able to dive off into another one of these builds and make it cleaner and make it better. Which I don't know if you can get much better than old Tina's patina. The only thing to anything is just 1 foot forward. And that's what a lot of you guys talk about whenever you're building stuff. A lot of you guys get overwhelmed, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. But one thing that you got to think of is like walking through life with God. It's one step at a time. It's a journey. Building trucks is a journey. You can't worry about. You have to handle it one step at a time. That's the easiest, most simplest way that I can explain it to you. You can't worry about windshield wipers whenever you haven't figured out how you're going to attach the floorboards yet. I'll break it down into steps. This entire build will be a part 1, 2, 3, however many parts it takes to make it complete. Once I start it, I'm practically going to be on it, building it until it's a driver and ready to go out the door, because I want to see exactly how fast it can be done. So you guys will get the first-hand look at that and be able to see a full breakdown and have a step-by-step process and how to make a daily diesel body swap driver as quickly and efficiently as possible, and it still look clean and look cool and function and everything the way it's supposed to. But we're fixing to hook up the gooseneck to old Tina right here, and then we're gonna go down right at exactly 2 hours away from my house, and I'm gonna go buy I don't really know what to call it yet, because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna end up doing with it until I diagnose it and figure out what's wrong with it. But it's a 2006 F250 crew cab short bed 6.0 power stroke, clean as a whistle. But apparently it doesn't run, or something's messy with it or whatever. Getting it for a steal of a deal, to the point where, like, if something is messed up with it, I can part it out and make money still. So we're gonna get the gooseneck hooked up and get out on the road. Let's go. One thing that I haven't shown you guys is my backup camera, my Redneck backup camera on my gooseneck. Check this out. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it right now, but on the top neck of the gooseneck there's a little mirror, and that shows you exactly where the ball is in the bed as it comes underneath the neck, and right there is where we need to stop. Hopefully it doesn't roll back any farther. Let's go see. Boom. Perfect. All right. We'll get this thing hooked up. We're going to get out on the road. Let's go. Sliding along like a dream. Freaking love this thing. This is what it looks like to be sitting in the seat of a body swap dent side. Super Duty dash, 79 hood, 70s wing windows, doors, door panels, and everything. Yeah, we got some lights on the dash, but the ABS light's on because both front wheel speed sensors on the front hubs, I clipped them off completely because the wires are broke on them. So I got rid of them, and I just haven't gotten new sensors yet. Engine light, I don't know what that's on for, but the truck runs and drives perfectly fine, so I'm not worried about it. Tow haul lights on because I got tow haul on. The airbag lights on because I don't know why. So that explains all that. But without further ado, we're gonna get on down here to this new truck, get it loaded up, show you guys. Let's go. All right, guys, we're coming down the dude's driveway. It's kind of sketchy because I don't have any service, and it's way off the main road. Like, look at this gravel road I'm driving down. Driving down this gravel road right now, dragging my goose. He's got a dent site out here in the yard, though. He might be a cool guy. Got a little dent site right up there. I don't know exactly if I'm supposed to keep going or not. Let me check my messages. All right, apparently I'm in the right spot, but I don't see the truck anywhere. And I don't have service to call the guy, so I guess I'm gonna go see if I can find some doors to knock on. Fun. I'll keep you guys posted. All right, I ended up unhooking the gooseneck so that I could continue driving on down this road. There's a lot of bumps right there. Because ain't nobody down there. Ain't nobody down there where he told me to go. And so far, some old Chevys in this barn right here. So far there isn't any sign of human life besides one car. One chick in a car drove by, but didn't stop or nothing. Just kept on going. So, kind of just driving around looking for this dude. It's first for everything, I guess. All right, guys, I found them, and thankfully, they're cool people. They're not out here going to kill me, take my money, and steal my truck. So, we got it hooked up to their tractor now, and we're headed back to the spot we was originally at that I unhooked the trailer at. So get it drugged back there, and I'll see if they're cool with me filming, talking to them, looking around the truck. We'll get her loaded up. Hold the brake, bud. Come on back. There we go. She's trying to move. Whenever he lets off, just slam that brake. Try not to let it roll back any farther. She's trying. Give her a whack. Yeah. Here. Back up just a little bit farther. I'm gonna relocate this chain. All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
There she goes. This way a little bit. All right, guys. We're loaded down. Snapping it on back home. Haven't made it to the highway yet. But once we get back to the shop, I'll give you guys a full walk around and we'll dive off into this truck and see what it's going to take to get it to run right. Like I said before, I didn't have a whole lot of information coming down here to get this thing because the kid that I bought it from, pretty young, like young enough that his parents had the truck titled in their name. Whenever I asked him questions about it, he was saying that it needed a fuel tank and was doing some oddball stuff that wasn't related to anything that he was telling me was wrong. So we're gonna get it back to the shop, stick some batteries in it. The kid's dad told me that they did get it fired up and it would run for like 4 minutes and then start spitting and sputtering. So it's pressure related somewhere. I'm thinking it's a IPR valve. And if it is, I have one at the shop that I can throw on it real quick and try. But yeah, I'm gonna get this whole unit back to the house, back to the shop. Tina is doing amazing, dragging this trailer with that truck on it like it's not even back there. You know, don't worry about the mule, just load the wagon. That's what I always say. Let's go. All right, guys, we made it back to the shop. Tina performed amazing. We ran like 75, 80 mile an hour all the way home, dragging this truck, and didn't skip a beat. Didn't skip a beat. I am so freaking stoked about that. But here is the truck I picked up. So it's a 2006 F-250 four-wheel drive 6.0 Power Stroke automatic truck. It's a Lariat, gray leather. They said that it was having some issues firing up, and it would fire up and run for like 4 minutes and then it would shut off. So I think it's the IPR valve, but it could be fuel pressure on the frame rail down here. But this thing is super clean. Like, this is the only body damage that we have right here on this back corner by the tail light. And there's zero rust. Zero rust. Like, cab corners and everything, they're all clean as could be. Rockers, they're mint. Like, fully loaded Lariat with a sunroof. Freaking sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how I'm gonna get it off the trailer by myself, and then we'll check out the interior. Whew. All right, so it is now Sunday, and as you can see, the truck is no longer parked out here. That's the donor truck for the new Super Cab project. I had some stuff go down this weekend. I ended up having to put my shop dog Dozer. I had to put Dozer down. He ate a shop rag or a piece of clothing or something, and it got stuck in his stomach, and he couldn't puke it up, and he couldn't digest it, which caused him to internally bleed, and they couldn't save him. The vet couldn't save him, so we had to put Dozer down. But I did get the black truck fired up and running, and drove it around the parking lot. Let's see here. The only issues that it's really got right now, let's see, let me get inside the shop here real quick. The only issues that it's really got right now is the alternator's not charging the batteries, and it's got a hot start issue. Crank no start when hot. So I've already started fiddling with it and did some stuff to it. We got it in here. I got the toolbox unscrewed and then took the aluminum diamond tread plate bed rail covers off, because the look that I'm going for this thing is completely murdered out all black. So we don't need none of that. Get the wide angle on there for you guys. So most of the chrome is coming off. Mirrors are gonna get color matched, black, gloss black. And then so are the door handles. The chrome covers on the door handles, those are going away. I don't like them. They're uncomfortable. Got the bull bar off. She's looking a heck of a lot better on the front end now. So yes, like I said, it's got a crank no start issue whenever it's hot. It will fire up when it's cold. Here's the interior. Just small rips in the seat right there. Fairly clean, but the sunroof, I don't know if you can see it there. The sunroof leaks. The mechanisms on the tracks for the window for the sunroof, those are broke. So the sunroof does not seal against the roof all the way it's supposed to, which causes it to leak. Look at that. You guys can see me talk to you. This thing is actually, like, I got a freaking steal of a deal on it. Like, part of me wants to tell you guys how much I bought it for, but then part of me doesn't, because if I clean it up and get it mint and then want to sell it, I don't want y'all I don't want y'all to know. So we'll probably just leave that at that. But just know I stole it. Like, stole it. I did give money for it, but not nearly what you would think I gave for it looking this clean. I did get some standpipe and dummy plug O-ring kits ordered so that we can fix the crank no start. And then I gotta find an alternator, or I'll probably have to go to O'Reilly's and get one. But we gotta put an alternator on it. I figured out that the O-rings was bad because I made my own special tool down here. It screws into the ICP hole with a bunch of different brake fittings, brass brake fittings. It works. Freaking sick. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown on this old rig. Completely murdering it out. I got a Harley grill already ordered and on the way. It's gonna get clear lens, black housing headlights, and then I have some black cab lights for it. But it's gonna be one heck of a new daily. Tina has also developed the same issue that this one's having. Hot no start. So Tina is gonna need some attention here very soon. Right now, it's the only truck that I have that'll operate correctly. Tina's the only truck that I got that operates the way it's supposed to on all areas aside from starting after it's warmed up. I can get it to start on starting fluid, so for the time being, I'm just gonna deal with it and keep using it until I get this truck to where I can use this truck. And then we'll pull Tina in. I'll probably do Tina in the other garage over there under my apartment. But there's a lot of different stuff that I have in store in plans for Tina that I haven't talked about. I've already done enough talking in this video. There's usually a lot of people that complain about me in the comments talking so much, want to see more work, talk less. But there's been a lot of stuff that's went on that you guys needed updated on that needed to be said in this video. So, that being said, this is the end of this video. I'm going to do my dead level best to have another video for you guys next week. We're going to start tearing into that Super Cab 7.3 body swap project and try to get the ball rolling on it and at least get the 70s cab fitted over the Super Duty within the next week. Because if I can do that, then I can still be able to move it around and work on it and move it in and out and not have this bay tied up. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share it with a friend, continue growing this channel. I'm going to do my dead level best to keep pumping these videos out for you guys because I see you on my other channels commenting, telling me to make a YouTube video. So, here's your video, guys. I know it's probably not what you wanted to see, which was Tina, but we'll get there. Tina's to the point where she's built now. She's the work mule. So there's other projects to be had. So once we get this one going, we'll have the other project going, and then we'll dive off into some more stuff on Tina that I will discuss whenever we get there, because I don't want to say it too soon because I don't want people copying me. Anyway, peace out, guys.